breathwork class. We have the breathwork class tonight with Freedom. So I've got class pulled up on another screen and we're doing TikTok live on my phone. So
All right. Very cool. Well, welcome in, everyone. We're going to get started with the Mediums Next Door show. We'll be doing this from 7 to 8. We'll have some card pulls, some mediumship readings. We'll do an intuition test. We'll have some Q&A as well. So I'm Amanda Soto, coming to you live from TikTok. And we got Jennifer. Do you want to introduce yourself?
yes, I'm Jennifer and Amanda's best friend of 25 years. And let's see, I've been doing this for 11 years, being a psychic medium, and oh, well, choosing to work is one. I think we're always one. We're all mediums and psychics. And oh, we've got 7 people watching. Hello, hello. Hey, Katie Bug. Can you see the comments? You can see the comments, Amanda. Yes.
Yep.
And yeah, things are going great. It's been a crazy few weeks because school is back. I
Yes.
know. Hi, Cindy. And not only did school start, your daughter started today, you were a little under the weather.
Yeah, I'm recovering from COVID, so I haven't been on live for a while. Got hit with COVID finally, first time, and then my daughter came back. She's tested negative the last few days, but she came back with 100.5 fever. She hasn't tested positive yet, but it's getting there, so.
I think that because let's see, when did COVID happen? Was it 2020 or 2021?
2020. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just going to be honest with you because, well, I'm your best friend of 25 years and I always am. To someone who sees you post in 2024, it finally got me. Okay, there's a lot of emotions that go with that. Most people have had COVID. Most people have had that positive test. For me, if I see that, I'm like, serves you right. Welcome to the club. It's kind of like surreal, like that you would actually get it for the first time after it's been around for 4 years. Well, at least a positive test.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was kind of like, okay, you're doing your time.
That's right. I just thought I was one of those people who either got it, never had enough of it to test positive on the test, because I've always felt run down at times, or maybe I was secretly immune, one of those immunity people, but nope.
Yeah,
I think this batch is different. This strain is a bit different.
it is.
'Cause my daughter's never had it either. So this is, well, I mean, technically she still doesn't have it yet, but
Well, so your hubby had it, you two didn't. So I just think it deals with the blood and like the strains. We talked about this earlier, but
yeah.
anyway, we got some questions coming in. I don't know. We're good. How are you?
Yeah. We got Gabby. How long have you guys been doing mediumship? You mentioned 11 years, right?
Yep, 11 years.
And I've just been doing it. Well, I've been studying with Jennifer for over 2 years now. So I'm the baby. I'm still pretty new to all of this.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and I'm 11 years and Amanda's been a great student and we've, despite our friendship, she's really doing great, and you're in your last year, so year 3.
Yeah, yeah. And I think I'm a testament, I think, to the way that you're teaching, but I'm also a testament to, the fact that everyone is a psychic medium, right? Or we all have these intuitive abilities, because it's not like I grew up. I'm not the one that's going to say I saw dead people when I was a kid, or I saw the ghosts, around me, and I've been talking to spirits since I was 1, I was not one of those.
So funny that you say that. So I have a podcast, you know that.
Yeah.
That's what my most recent episodes were. I just started it. I uploaded the 6th today. The last episode 5, was We're All Mediums, Here's My Proof. And I go into that. And then the one today is the spirit versus the soul. What's the difference? But in that understanding is how we all have this inherent capability with our energy to connect to source or loved ones around us.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
That's right. I mean, we all can do this, we all can do this. Um, yes. Hey,
Well, should we pull cards for the collective?
for the collective, let me grab it.
Y'all are gonna have to excuse my coffee.
No, I was like, Amanda, you got COVID. Are you sure you want to go live? And you're like, yeah, I think I'll be okay. You're such a trooper.
I know, I miss it.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, I love the questions. Okay, I'll start. I think this is Rebecca Campbell's light seer. I can't remember the name of the deck. If you want, I can go first, or how do you feel?
Yeah, you could go.
Okay, all right. Collective card read for today is, let's see what we got. Oh boy, I love this one. Align your life. What is not aligned or needs to change? Look, it's the women with the shattered glass face. And as I just kind of tune into who we have watching here today, who's going to watch this replay? Who's tuning in tonight? What really stands out to me with this card is her face. This is about seeing clearly, not being distorted with things in our life that we think are good for us, but we really need to be honest with ourselves and just call it for what it is and let it go, change it, drop it, what have you. This is about not necessarily just dropping things and making boundaries. It's about you maybe changing your telescope that you're looking through. It's a little bit deeper than that, I think, right now. And it's about your perspective and taking a step back, getting that best friend's opinion, that outsider's opinion, just for confirmation, that you're really seeing things clearly that are healthy for you, that uplift you, support you, whether it's those closest to you, your coworkers, family, your own mindset. So it's kind of just a card that says, check that.
Yeah, that's really cool. I love that. Because it's kind of similar to the one I got. As I was talking, I had a card jump out, so I decided to use that for the collective. And what I have is One Ring Circus. This is coming from the Enchanted Map Oracle card deck. One Ring Circus. And I really feel like on this one, I get it just feels like for a lot of us, we're at the center of our own one ring circus. Things are a bit crazy. We're always juggling a lot. Things are happening. And really also what I'm really focusing in on is this oneness, like the one that we are the center of it we're at the center of it all. But knowing that we have the strength and the ability to keep it going. We have the strength and the ability to get through these rough times, these crazy times that may be happening, that they don't always happen for forever. They come and go. They don't stay forever. That we have the strength for that. Also knowing that trust in yourself, trust and have faith in yourself and in your decision makings and what you're going to be doing now. So I just want to, if you're feeling this, and I know with all the astrology and all the full moon and everything going on, this is probably like, okay, this is confirmation. We're about to get through this and better things are on the way.
For sure. I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Message. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
We have some more questions coming in.
Yeah.
I want to know if I'm going to be pregnant soon. Sorry, love. We don't touch on pregnancy or health issues. It's just kind of an ethical thing for us, how we work. Oh, you're welcome. How do we get a connection to come through? What do you do when someone wants to speak to a passed on relative, but they won't come through? This is all about really just, I think, the logistics of how mediumship works. Did you want to answer one and then I'll chime in, or I can go first? What do you want to?
I'll let you answer since you're the guru here.
Well, you are very knowledgeable as well. So how do we get a connection to come through? Okay, so I want to just completely throw something new at you. Patched flamingo.
It's not that we need to get something to come through. It's that we need to shift our awareness and expansion and receive into what is naturally all around us always. So think about mediumship as you working your power, your inner soul, energy, divineness, expanding that and blending with that which is all around us always, which is the divine. Our loved ones are around us all the time. I call it spirit. It's nothing that you have to get to happen. You have the control. It's just you need to understand how to work your power to expand out to get there. Now, I am guided to tell you about the mind, okay? The physical body has to work with the soul body to blend with spirit correctly. This has to be still. Your emotions have to be neutral to high. You have to be relaxed. You have to be not around distraction. You have to learn how to work with some people work with the chakras. I do. Some don't when they work mediumistically. Have to learn how to go within, be still, expand build up that power, expand that awareness out. And then this is where the physical body is so important. It still has to be the vessel for communication and has to work, but it has to be numb. I call it zombie brain, zombie mind. And that when you have spirit come up, when you receive, it will filter up with that soul to soul blend in the conscious mind. Is kind of like a second stream of consciousness that isn't yours, but yet yours needs to be quiet, your mind. So that's kind of answering that. And then when it comes to the relative not coming through, it's a whole other ball game, and it deals with my experiences and my belief, and then also yours as well, Amanda. Do you want to kind of share a little bit about this?
And what do you mean? Or when
they don't get who they want.
Oh, yeah.
Not showing up.
Yeah. So when you sometimes, there's that saying, it's like we don't get, spirit doesn't tell us what we want to hear, but what we need to hear. And sometimes, they'll come through, because they need to bring up something that's going on in your life that's relevant and that things that you need to hear at that moment. Sometimes it may not just be like I know you're alive and you're okay, or, this kind of connection there. When I did the last fair, I had a person come through, and it wasn't the person who she wanted to have come through. And the reason for that was, she had just passed like a week or two ago. And if she would have come through, she wouldn't have been able to handle the reading. She would have been just too emotional and would have started crying too much. So, sometimes, again, they come through in their own way, in their own time, and it's all beautiful,
It really, really is. And my grief is keeping me from hearing. Yes, it can very much be that kind of like, I'm trying to work my screen here. Exactly what Amanda said. And you get who you need to hear from, not necessarily who you want to hear from. That unfolds within also, like the grief, like the emotions, like Amanda said as well. Your mind has to be right. And spirit knows how your mindset is. They know if you're ready.
Yeah.
It's really, really, really neat.
Like if you're connecting and there's the vibe and, if it's all meant to work, and also time too. Sometimes, if you have a longer private session, you're going to get more than one person coming through. And oftentimes it's going to be the one that you might want, So, it just kind of depends on how it all unfolds. We just never know. It's always a mystery, and that's one of the fun things about being a medium, and one of the scary things about being a medium is like you're almost jumping off a cliff, never knowing how the session's going to go each time.
Absolutely. I think one thing that I've noticed, and tell me if you find this to be true, Amanda, when we have the 45 minutes and the 60-minute sessions, I always find like the beginning contacts from spirit are farthest from the bloodline or farthest from the importance of the message. So that's in the beginning, I'll get the friends, bloodlines, or the disconnected, didn't know well or only heard of family members that still bring a message in what they have to say. But it's like the main performance is kind of like opening acts to the main performance. They're all important. They all make up a great overall message, but it's like I'm not going to say the main one they wanted to hear from, but the main one with the main message is always last. Do you find that to be true?
Yeah. And sometimes in the last 5 minutes or the last few minutes,
Yeah,
they'll pop through.
that's exactly right. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Hi. You're welcome, Katie Bug. Hi, TJ Love. Hope everyone's doing well. What do we got next, Amanda?
Well, I mean, since we've been talking, should we do a mediumship reading or we could do a tarot wheel? What do you think?
Yeah, let's.
When talking about it, maybe we should show it in action.
I think so. Okay, do you want to go first, or do you want?
Would it be okay if you?
Yes. Oh my gosh, COVID. Oh. Okay, so if you can understand who I have in spirit, please just give a purple heart. I like how you said purple heart, Amanda. Let's comment with a purple heart. It's hard to check in and get yeses all the time with someone who takes the contact. So I think the goal is just to identify who the spirit person is for in the audience, and then give a little bit more, keep the hearts going if it resonates, and then wrap up with a message. All right, so we have 14. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Deborah. And Patch Flamingo, such a cute name. All right, so let me just take a second to shift my awareness, and I'm having the intent of this, our TikTok live tonight. We're gonna see who we get to come through. Okay, so I'm welcoming a woman. She's given me like a South American lineage here, which is so cool. She's actually saying like Puerto Rican, or there would be a tie to Puerto Rico. That's South America, right, Amanda? Or no? Where's it? You got to help me out here.
Sorry. You're kind of like close to the Caribbean or Central.
Okay. So let's do Central South America. That's where I want to go. And I feel like she lived the majority of her life not in the U.S. I do feel South American or Central America. I feel that she's a grandmother that you did not know very well. Ecuador. Okay, very good. Tamra. Okay, Jen. Good. Keep listening. Just keep listening. Okay, this is a grandma, but she gives me mom vibes too. And this was a woman who she loved to dance, and I feel like she was known for her cultural dancing. She's very flamboyant, very beautiful. She's making me feel like picturesque beauty, almost in the 1950s, 1960s. Is there someone here who can understand this woman? I know I've gotten a few purple hearts. She is interesting. She's making me feel like she would have helped out as a nurse, like in war. Difficulties in the homeland is what she's making me feel. Like nursing, it's almost like community would come to her with their physical ailments. She almost feels kind of like a healer to me. She's just so, I don't think she made it much past 60 though, or her 60s. So I do feel she would have passed younger, which 60 or below is young to me. Is there someone here who can understand this information with a female in their family that they've heard about, maybe they knew about, and I feel like you even still have family over there outside of the U.S. is how it feels. So I know that Jen gave a purple heart. Let's give people. Tamara gave a purple heart. Katie Bug, Deborah, really? So,
I think they were doing that before. So after hearing all of this, if you can claim this woman, if you can identify with most of the information,
really in South America here, I'm really adamant about South America. Like they're outlining that continent for me.
okay, we got Pisha with 2 purple hearts.
Pisha. Oh, that's awesome. And it's,
Oh, that's fun.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Jen said Pearl Heart. Oh, y'all are cracking me up. Okay, P. Shaw said 2 purple hearts. So P. Shaw, let me just keep going with you, my dear. Just feels very maternal to me, but I get the knowing of grandmother. So I don't know if this woman was both of these to a lot of people. Very much giving me a big L. So there is a big L connection with a name, either you or her, could be close to her. It's of relevance though. And I feel the message that she wants to bring is, it's kind of like, even though my family, I have family in the US, or she make me feel like her children would have moved away, that my heart was always with them. It's almost this feeling of she didn't get to say goodbye or have that older life with them because of when she passed, but also I feel because particularly a son would have moved away is how it makes me feel. So please hold that message if you will. She just is so joyful, just a burst of fresh air and joy to the community though. She's well loved by many. And I'm going to leave you with her love. So I don't know if you want to comment on any of that, but that would be great. It's hard when we're doing this through text. So anyway, go for it, Amanda. We will wait to hear if P. Shaw wants to comment. And while you read, I'm going to grab my phone charger.
Oh, okay. Okay. I was going to do an intuition test, but I can read though. I can go now and see if we have somebody.
Okay. All right. Yeah, go for it. I'll be right.
All right. And just in case you're new, when we do spirit-led mediumship, we don't know who's coming or who's it for. So we try to bring enough evidence to kind of figure out who they are. It helps really when you can say, oh, I can claim this or that, those kinds of things. Thank you so much for the follows. Thanks for the taps. A stat for the South American woman, and maybe for P. Shaw. Hopefully, let us know if that resonated or not. Sometimes, people don't want to claim. This might be someone for you, but you may not want to speak out loud or say anything about it, and that's okay, because sometimes I'll get messages after the fact, and that's all right. So if it's for you, don't worry. If you're scared, totally understand. It's okay. Okay. All right. So take a couple of deep breaths in, everyone who's here. Set the intention of who you want to hear from, and I will do the same, and then I'll see who I have here. Okay. All right. I'm getting a little, I'm welcoming in a young male here. Oh, he doesn't feel so old. He feels like, teen years, maybe late teen years. Oh gosh. Feels like he would have been tall and thin, darker skin. He's okay. I don't know if it's. I'm like, is this COVID or are they bringing attention to my throat to see what might be happening here? But so I'm just trying to see if he can give me a little bit more here. He's bringing up references to sunflowers or this yellow kind of flower. So I don't know if that would have been an important thing. Maybe he had given you flowers, or it might have been something that was at the funeral. Or sunflowers also represented, like he was just like letting me know, like it kind of was like I was very bright. I was very bubbly. I always had a smile on my face. Very happy all the time. Um, he also is bringing attention to playing some sort of instrument. I don't know if he would have been in the band or would have liked music. Okay. So I've got a purple heart with Katie Bug. And then you say yes. Would this be your son, Katie Bug? Or someone that you know?
So hard when they can't respond quick. Yeah.
Yeah. Let me see what else. Oh, your nephew. Okay. All right. Can you take like all that I've been saying, or is there something that if you can't take, that's fine. Let me know. Maybe I'm just misinterpreting it. He's also bringing attention to kind of like a little like a basketball court. So I don't know if there would have been a space where he would have been played a bit, and he was younger teens. Okay, and it's almost like at that place they would hang out. They would do they were playing basketball. I even see them doing jump rope, things like that. I don't know if you would know any of that about him. He also, with this, okay, he's like, he played basketball and baseball, okay. He also wants to bring up his mom, like his mama, as he's calling her his mama. And he says, tell my mom that, tell mama that I'm okay, that I am, what he shows me is kind of like, I am with the angels, I'm in heaven. He shows me the blue sky, and there's like a bright light or a bright white light or star, almost like an angel kind of thing. So I don't know if she questions that or asks about it, or if she sees him in the sky. But he's given me this imagery, so I know it must be important in terms of like where he's at and what they must envision when they think of him, or wonder where he might go or might have gone. And then he also wants to tell her that she's like, I'm right here and I'm right behind you. And then he shows me whispering right behind her ear. So I don't know if she's ever gotten any of that in terms of the whispering. She had a painting with him and other siblings with him in the sky. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. That's beautiful. Yeah, because it's almost like, he's like, I'm right here. And then I'm like right behind you. And it's almost like in the back, he goes, boo. So I don't know if he's been playing tricks on her or if he's been trying to scare her in various ways by, moving things or things like that. He seems like a hoot, like he like to have fun, and joke around. And what he's saying is that he gets to play and do play basketball all day and do sports. He loves scaring her. Oh my goodness. That's awesome. Oh, I love that. He just wants to say, oh yeah, that he's fine. He's good. And then he's going to keep scaring her, especially come Halloween. So I don't know. Did he love Halloween? If you would have known. And I don't know if she has a teddy bear in memory of him or that she hugs and thinks of him or something like that. But he just wants, it's like, know that I'm there, especially when she like hugs a teddy bear or something like that. So some sort of object that she must be hugging. She thinks of him. Yes. Okay. Yes to the teddy bear, or maybe liking Halloween. So, oh. That's beautiful. I hope it's a pillow. Oh, okay. Okay, great. Yeah, so please let her know. Please pass the message on to her, and know that he's okay and he's beautiful and he's great and he's having fun. So I'm going to leave him.
That was awesome.
And thank him so much. It's a joy to connect.
Mediumship. I think people love to watch mediumship. I feel like I see the hearts go up the most when you're working or when I'm working. I think, it's so interesting to watch these lives when the lovely viewers come in and they ask these particular questions. We don't really control what we receive for your higher self. If you're meant to know or hear from sister or someone or get information, then that's going to come forward for you. But we don't really choose that. Right, Amanda?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, my class is over. You have my 1000% attention. Okay, all right. So I'll go first. You just finished reading. All right, so let's see who we have. Purple Heart, if it resonates for you. I have a man here in spirit. He has light blue eyes, and he feels very paternal-like. He is giving a connection to airplanes. It's literally showing me like little model crop duster planes. But I do know he had a love of planes, and I feel like he would have lived at one point in his life out in rural areas where you could like take a drive on a country road and see those small little landing airports, or just like these makeshift airport strips where people would fly their little planes. He does feel like grandfather now to you. I feel that he would have passed. I do feel it's mother's side of the family, and I feel he would have passed. He had a lot of complicated health problems. He's taken me to early 70s. And he's saying kind of like everything shut down. It kind of feels like Oregon shut down. I know there's a diabetes reference. I know there is hard time managing diabetes. I know there's circulation problems going on here with this gentleman, even a little bit of neuropathy, I think, with walking in the feet with this man, particularly the left leg is what he's giving me. So I just want to see if someone can take most of this information. And give a purple heart if you can take most of this and it feels like it resonates with you. All right.
Welcome in. Welcome in. We're doing spirit-led mediumship. So if you've just come in, Jennifer has somebody with her. Maybe you can run through the evidence one more time for the new folks who might have just come in the last second.
Absolutely. So I have a grandfather. I do feel mother's side, blue eyes, diabetes, circulation, some neuropathy in the feet. He lived in a rural area in his older age. I don't feel he made it past his early 70s. So he would have passed in his old age, but not that old. He even though he ties himself into crop dusters and planes and living in this country area, he does give me a point to Navy, or the ships that would have had the airplanes launch on them. So if anyone can understand most of this, just give a purple heart. It could be even a man in dementia or with Alzheimer's who's still alive but on his way out. So see if you can understand this information.
Some of the things that you're mentioning might resonate with Tom's dad.
Was he did he like planes?
The airline, the what is it?
Oh, please, Courtney, thank you.
Okay, good. All right, she's gonna run to her mom real quick. Okay, because some of it resonates, but not all of it with Tom's dad. But
I know I'll go through the stuff that I'm absolutely 100% not budging on. Neuropathy in left foot. There's a left leg, left foot ailment. Diabetes, circulation, rural living, like slow living, like there would have been a local small airport nearby, but yet I feel there's a plane connection. I don't think he had a plane. He might have loved planes. I see Navy connection. And he's really taken me to like World War II. So we'll give Courtney a minute to check in on him. He's not going anywhere. And seeing how she's not here listening, I'm not going to go on. I can't. Because she's checking on him. But what does not make sense to you, Amanda?
I think you said the relationship with grandfather. And let's see, can I get more info? Okay, well let's maybe okay, she's back, so maybe if you get a little bit more, it'll all clear itself out.
Well, before I want to get more, I need to know if what I've given resonates, Courtney. So just let me know for that. Good. So far, all counts. Okay. Which means I have grandfather here for granddaughter, mom's dad. Okay. I'm just going to open up to this grandfather, and see what he wants to say. He's kind of I want to give this the right word. He's kind of like a tough, rough man. He kind of, his arms and his hands, I don't know if he had a lot of aches in his arms, but I feel he used his arms well in life. I feel there would be battle wounds or scars. Working on things like if he got cut by a nail or pounded his finger with a hammer, he wouldn't band-aid it, but you would see these scars of a life hard worked with tools, with life, with work on houses. I feel I want to say like with work on farm, with building things, wood, nails. Let me know if this resonates, Courtney. He absolutely loves his daughter. This would be your mom, Courtney. I do feel that his message would be for your mother. And the message that he wants to give her is that she's always had her head on straight. She was the child that kind of kept things together with the siblings. And I need you to comment yes, and you got to be fast at this because I talk very fast with my mediumship. She kind of had to be, he makes me feel like she was kind of like that second mom, or was responsible enough to really be that role model for the younger children in the family. I feel it's siblings, but I also feel cousins. She did all of this. She really took a lot of load off mom, or this mom role that would have been dominant, that should have been dominant in the house, but she really stepped in to help out a lot. Your mom did. He wants to say thank you. He's proud of her. He's making me feel like your mother, he's giving me the knowing that your mother went back for school. Like she could have quit, but she didn't. And she went on to pursue her education, is how it feels. And actually, I feel he may be talking about you, Courtney. There's a message for your mom. You went back to get it. You're going back to get this education. It's a girl. And he's super proud of that for not giving up. Does that resonate, Courtney? He's a really tough, make it through hard times, walk over coals. He could walk through fire man. He's kind of like joking and showing me, I do think he had guns, or he loved guns. He's showing me those movies where, the hero gets shot at and he keeps going after like 5 shots. Like that was him. He didn't die with 1 shot, and he's saying he was tough. And he's tough as nails. He's just tough as nails. And he says that the girls in his family are like that too. More so than the boys a little bit, actually, is what he's giving me. And he's just super proud of you and your mom, but I feel there's other girls he's acknowledging. He loves his homeland. He loves this rural area where he's sitting out on this porch and just watching the sunset over these fields. But I just feel there's these little airplanes flying everywhere, and he loves that. And he's just all around saying hi and watching you guys conquer and achieve in your life, especially his daughter, your mother. So I'm going to leave you with his love. He's very strong grandfather coming in, bringing beautiful messages. So it's very nice to work with him. Thank you, Courtney. And thank your mom, too, for the validation.
Oh, that's beautiful. Awesome. Just saying thank you. Lots of yeses. Last one, yes, if they admit that or not. LOL.
Yeah, the girls are tough. Yes, the girls are tough.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, that's beautiful. Yeah, so, phone.
No, I'm fine. I've got my charger in, so it's
I have my charger in, but my phone is still, not charging. So I don't know what's going on with that. But anyway, so yeah, that's beautiful. And so, these are really short mediumship sessions that we're giving you. It's more, of a demonstration. And, if you want to connect for, in private for a longer session, and it's just you, no other energy all around, you're free, click on follow Jennifer, follow me. If you're not following already, we have online sessions available if you want. And then also, follow Jennifer because she's going to start going live. And if you want to learn and know how to do this, then, you can learn, she has a great mentorship program. And one of the best things about her mentorship program is that I see a lot of mentorship programs out there from a lot of people, and a lot of it's like recorded videos and, and then you go to some practice circles, but you don't really get one-on-one time, with the person that you're studying under. And, I think it's a testament that 2 years ago, I couldn't have done any of this, right? And here I brought a contact. But, the fact is that with her training, you're getting, multiple hours each time with her, multiple times a month. And she's able to follow the link to see, are you getting what you're getting? Pushing you to get other things, all about all the different aspects of mediumship. And I think that's really, it's a testament that I can do this after like 2.5 years, to her training. So if you're always interested in learning more, she's got the learn worlds, right? Where you can get some free stuff.
Yes. Intuitive. Here, I'll type it in. It's really sad because we never want to stop learning as mediums. You can go and find so many mentors out there that run these classes. But I always tell my students, go where the numbers are small. Go where the teacher can watch you work during each class. I've been through so many mentorships as a student where the teacher, I'm in a class of 20, and the teacher watches me work and bring a contact for 7 minutes, once every 3 months. And the one I'm in, it's been once, maybe 5 minutes. This mentor got to watch me work, and we're in August, and I started in January. Practice is great, but to have someone who can assess, and like Amanda said, follow the link, know what's happening with you in spirit, that's priceless. But just having the spotlight to work in front of the teacher, is super important. So low numbers is always good. My classes, I have 6 students, that's it. But I'm dropping it to only 5 in January, Amanda, because I think 6 is even too much. 5 is such easy. I watch you work twice a class. We grow, we bond, you grow. It's great. But I do want to share that with TikTok, my lives, of course, I'll always read. I will always read and talk to spirit. But I want to teach because everyone needs to learn this. Everyone has their loved ones around them. We are not gifted or singled out. And I explain that again on my podcasts. We can all do this. This is not a place where one person or, 20 people out of every 20,000 get a gift where they can speak to their loved ones or people in spirit and not the other, thousands and thousands of people. That's ridiculous. No, this place is not set up like this. We all have the inherent capability with the soul senses to connect to the divine around us.
And if you're ready, we do it. Amanda, you're doing great. You're starting to follow the link. You're out there. Your work is beautiful. Your mediumship is beautiful. If you like the style that we read in, that's what I do. That's how I learn. That's what I believe. That's how Amanda reads. And it's very natural. It's very organic. And Amanda's a great example of, I guess, a product, a student of mine, which is really cool to say. And I'm really proud of you because you bring in beautiful contacts in a beautiful, natural way, which that is spirit. It's our natural way of being, communicating with the soul senses,
Yeah.
you know. And TJ Love, be sure you follow me because I'm going to be teaching. I'm going to be doing free lessons on live TikToks. And that's going to start soon, this week. It needs to start this week. I need to get a new PC. Okay.